Hello everybody, I'm Sanji and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I appreciate you checking me out. For my regular subscribers, hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. Here's a new video for you. Now this video is about the June 2020 full moon eclipse and how it's going to affect your sign. Okay, so this is a video that's going to give you some information that may help you to deal with what's going on in the world around us. So before we get into that, let me just handle some quick business. Welcome to the channel if you are a new subscriber or again a first time watcher. Thank you so much for your time. Definitely appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, at the end of the video, if you like the content, you like what you heard, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the bell so that you are aware of when I upload new content. Now, this video is a video where you will take notes for yourself and for others, okay? Most of my videos from time to time are like a Quizlet where I ask you, what do you think? You write your answers and then you proceed to see if you're right. Well, this time, this is some typical general advice for you that will help you in the coming weeks deal with the effects of our full moon and a lunar eclipse. Okay, so that's it. Oh yes, I'll put some business at the end part. But if you're interested in life coaching, because the world's going nuts, feel free to check my description box, hit the little small arrow. It gives you the links if you want to donate. It gives you where to email if you're interested in life coaching. Okay, so had to get that out of the way. First 2 minutes. I know you guys, you can't stand the business, but got to do it. All righty, ready? Let's get into it. Let's talk about this June 2020 full moon that rises on Friday, June the 5th, and also happens to be a lunar eclipse. Now, let me explain a little bit what we're talking about here. Now, in astrology, eclipses are believed to realign us with our fate, okay, by causing unavoidable and often unexpected changes in our lives. All right? Again, lunar eclipse in astrology cause us to realign with fate, okay? Causing unavoidable and unexpected changes in our lives. So this is hugely important, this lunar eclipse full moon that is happening on June the 5th, okay? Now, it's also bound to make some hard aspects to other planets. This luminary might spell chaos. Yeah, as if we need any more. Way to go, 2020. Woo-hoo. All righty, so it's a good time to be aware of exactly how it will affect you. Now, first of all, this full moon lunar eclipse is taking place in sun sign Sagittarius, which is a philosophical fire sign. Sagittarians are dedicated to seeking truth and knowledge. Now, this luminary occurring in Sagittarius, along with a Venus retrograde that's happening now, Mars and Neptune aspects will also affect the eclipse point, which will be AKA heightening of emotions. All righty. We will all want to take action and make changes. So that fiery thing that's going on in everybody, where everybody's tolerant level is just, they've had it. Guess what? That feeling is going to escalate. Now, while a full moon in Sagittarius would typically be a good time to bring plans or project related to traveling, again, Sagittarius aspect, and higher learning, again, all Sagittarian qualities. The concurrent eclipse, however, will ask us to open our minds, buckle up, brace ourselves for what's about to happen, and ride the tides of change instead. So Instead of that feeling that I need to go, 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 it's going to be, no, I need to stay and make a change. I need to do something. Now, just so you know, eclipses in general are a time of revelation and intense change. That's what they do. So ordinarily, it feels like no coincidence, however, that at this point in time, it's happening. And it's the first of a new eclipse series. And it is materializing during an incredibly intense and chaotic moment in time with everything that is happening in the world. This full moon is likely to only amplify the unrest around us and the collective anger rather than diffuse it. Okay, so some intense time, some important information. I'm going to give you an idea of what could possibly happen for your zodiac sign. And this is going to be a good time to be aware of how it can affect you and your loved ones around you. So get your pen and paper, get ready to take notes as we discuss how this first eclipse of the new series of eclipse for June 2020 happening on June 5th, how it will affect you based on your zodiac sign, coming up right after this. Hello, Aries. This is how this lunar eclipse full moon may affect your sign. Now, Aries, if you wanted to educate yourself and expand your awareness on a larger scale issue, especially about the different things that are going on in the world today between the outbreak and getting more information on the virus, as well as the protests that are going on all over the world, this luminary event is going to cause an urgency for you to want to know more. And it's going to push you towards taking steps to getting in the know. A higher minded activity will call you to take action. As you know, Aries is the sign of action. You guys are doers. So you're going to feel a pull towards a call to action. Reach out to get the resources. Make time to listen and learn, Aries. You don't want to be your typical self, which you just kind of jump in and whatever happens. This time you want to make sure that all your ducks are in a row and that you understand exactly what it is you are supporting or not supporting and what you can do that will best benefit your position in your call of action, okay? Be open to possible shifts in your world view as you learn more. So good luck to you, Aries. Remember, learn, concentrate, listen, and then obey your call to action. Good luck to you. Hi there, Taurus. This is how this luminary event of a full moon and lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now, Taurus, here's the facts. Burnout is real, okay? And although there have been a lot of issues bubbling up to the surface lately that have required your full attention and participation, you, Taurus, also need to know when to say no when people in your life ask for more than you can healthily give. This is a time for you, Taurus, to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with both family and friends. Speaking up for yourself is actually an act of love. After all, Taurus, you're no good to anybody if you can't be any good to yourself. Good luck to you, Taurus. Hi there, Gemini. This is how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now, with Venus retrograde currently blowing up your sign, and if you're not aware of that, then you need to check out my video of the effects of Venus retrograde on you in particular. This, by your sign blowing up, this full moon opposing it in your house of relationships, you'll want to refrain, Gemini, from making any major decisions when it comes to love or business partnerships. Yeah, take a moratorium, take the weekend off, because this is not a good time for you to be making those kind of moves. Partnerships and one-on-ones may be tested this weekend during this full moon lunar eclipse period. Take things slow, Gemini, and brace yourself for shifts because they're certainly coming for you. Good luck to you, Gemini. Hi there, Cancer. This is how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Well, Cancer, if you've been craving a change in your day-to-day lifestyle, get ready because this full moon is here to shake things up. You may need to spruce up your daily routine and be open to change, and you may even want to up your self-care and immunity boosting practices by taking on perhaps a more healthy eating style, a resting style, perhaps getting into more physical exercises that suit you. And you'll want to prioritize this wellness program and make sure you're physically and mentally strong. With all these different changes going on in the planetary system, you're going to feel it emotionally. Remember also, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it having a lunar eclipse, you're going to feel the pull. So brace yourself, Cancer. Make sure that you are paying attention to doing things that are in the best interest of your self-care and, again, immunity boosting things, keeping a more healthy aspect to things, and you should be able to ride the wave just fine. Take care, Cancer. Hi there, Leo. This is how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now, there's no release as cathartic for you as being creative. So, Leo, you may want to carve out some time this weekend to express yourself through drawing, music, writing, or whatever you do to let off steam and process your feelings. You want to do this in an artistic way, Leo, which will be a lot more constructive. Let yourself get creative under this luminary phase. You may not feel necessarily inspired with all that is going on around us, but pushing the limits of your creativity can serve as a form of self-care right now. And that's what's going to be most healthy for you. So for you, Leo, it's a great time to pull back a little bit, do a little bit of self-reflection, do what makes you feel good creatively. Hey, turn the music on and dance. You're going to find that it helps you to feel a lot better in the long run. Good luck to you, Leo. Hi there, Virgo. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Well, while many things in the world may have been at a standstill up until recently, things for you, Virgo, just kept going. All right, you feel quite the opposite. So although things may have been shut down, Virgo, you somehow managed to be plowing your way through. And even for some Virgos, busier than ever. Well, for you, during this lunar eclipse full moon, a work project will come to an end, allowing you some time to relax finally. And it may feel like you haven't had a moment to slow down, but now is finally a time for you to pull the reins in on a project and allow yourself a moment to process before picking up the next project. So for you, Virgo, what's in the best interest in this weekend during this full moon and lunar eclipse? Please take a moment and relax. Take care of yourself, Virgo, and good luck to you. Hi there, Libra. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now, for Libra, who is the pillar for equality for all, no justice, no peace, that's your philosophy as a diplomat, right? However, Libra, taking time out to center yourself is a must in order to keep yourself sane and energized. I know you feel compelled to be the front runner at the forefront of the line, but during this lunar eclipse in particular, you may want to pull back and do some self-care. Don't overwork yourself. You need to find self-balance. At the end of the day, balance is, after all, what you're about, Libra. So simply take a step back and embrace the instinct that's already inside of you to just chill, okay? So you can get back to fighting the good fight once this phase is over. But for right now, Libra, take a breath. You need some balance. Good luck to you. Hi there, Scorpio. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now for you, Scorpio, standing up for yourself in a louder and prouder way than usual is a big theme for you right now. And this full moon may even bring out a renewed voice that you didn't know that you had in you. That's right. You're going to be feeling more compelled to stand up for what you think is right, and you're not taking no for an answer. You're going to be stepping up your game, as I said, not taking no for an answer, and that's okay. For you, Scorpio, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Set boundaries that work for you and say what you know is right. Sounds healthy. Good luck to you, Scorpio, and enjoy this new voice you have. Hi there, Sagittarius. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now, self-care in the form of comfort foods, hot baths, and cuddle sessions are good for you, but your heart is yearning for some spiritual connection too at this time. So it's best for you, Sagittarius, to commit to a spiritual belief now to center yourself. That's right. Take a little time out for you. Light a candle, pray, or meditate, and see what messages the full moon energy has to send your way. After all, this full moon lunar eclipse is in Sagittarius, so don't be surprised if you get some very insightful insights during this period of time. We need you, so buckle up. Do what you need to do to hear those messages so you can let us all know. Take care of yourself, Sagittarius, and good luck to you. Hi there, Capricorn. This is how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Now for you, Capricorn, you're officially in need of a break right now. That's right, Capricorn. Life has been intense for you, and this full moon is only likely to amplify those feelings inside of you. So don't be afraid to take some time out this weekend for resting and recharging. You're mentally exhausted, and for some of you Capricorns, physically as well, which is why you'll find comfort this weekend in just relaxing and not working for once. Don't work the phones, don't work the agenda, don't work. That is what this full moon lunar eclipse is calling Capricorn to do. Turn your phone on Do Not Disturb and take a beat for yourself. Don't worry, you'll be right back at it on Monday, but this weekend belongs to you. Good luck to you, Capricorn. Take care of yourself. Hi there, Aquarius. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse might affect your sun sign. Now for you, Aquarius, your mind has been focused on bigger issues, but you may still find yourself being dragged into social drama. So Aquarius, be prepared to set boundaries for yourself and know when to say no. Friends may create drama this weekend, which is why it's important for you to set your own personal limits. Bringing honesty and rationality to your conversations will help ensure that they go smoothly. Without boundaries, you may find yourself in a whole heap of chaos. So do what's best for you, speak your truth, set your boundaries, and good luck to you, Aquarius. Hi there, Pisces. Here's how this full moon lunar eclipse may affect your sun sign. Well, for you, Pisces, Months of sheltering in place has pluses and minuses, but either way, it's depressing to feel that life has become so monotonous for you and you're kind of over it. That being said, take matters into your own hands, Pisces, and add some fresh energy into your living situation. You may want to spruce up or change your home life, move some furniture around, get a different design, add a piece of art, something. Try buying plants, okay? Starting a new tradition within your home, maybe changing dinner time, adding game time, something in there to spice it up and to change the monotony will be the best thing for you during this full moon lunar eclipse. Have fun with it. Change it around. You'll find that your energy level will improve greatly. Good luck to you, Pisces. So there you have it, all 12 sun signs and how this lunar eclipse full moon may affect you. For the most part, there is a lot of chaos around us and a lot of uncertainty. So it's really important during this weekend to take some time to be reflective and to realign yourself with those things that truly matter and those things that don't. Of course, as I said in other videos, there's lots of retrogrades and lots of planetary movement going on. So it's super important that we pay attention to our inner beings, ourselves, listening to the voice for ourselves, listening to what we need. And if this is a good time for many of us to take a breath, take a break, woosah, and then get back at those things. You know, it's just a weekend after all. It'll be okay if you decide that it's best for you to sit this weekend out. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's really important. Share this information with your friends. So if they find themselves going crazy or they're caught up in a lot of drama and chaos, they might want to take this time to watch the video and use these helpful tips to realign themselves. Alrighty, everybody. I'll see you in the comment section. Let me know what you think is a good idea for your sun sign to do, to relax, to realign themselves, and to get involved, even if you want to take that approach to things. Okay? Until the next video, hit the bell. Take care of yourself. I'm Sanji. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.